Okay, so I have 3 quick tricep movements in this video for you. The first one is a traditional cable push down. Okay, the second one is going to be a lying dumbbell extension, or what we call a skull crusher. And the third one is going to be dumbbell kickbacks. Now, on every tricep movement, whether we're laying down, we're bent over, we're doing push downs, doesn't matter what it is, your elbow is always the point of rotation, and you want to stabilize it in one spot. And remember, no matter what tricep movement you're doing, you always want to keep the bar in your palms, not your fingers. So for example, I'm going to get ready to do a cable push down here. Now remember, you can take a single cable bar and hook it on one cable. I'm just a fan of the longer bar because when you grab this, you're using 2 cables, therefore you're isolating each arm a lot better. But it doesn't matter, either way, you're going to get great results. But keep in mind, my elbow is the point of rotation. As that bar is in my palm and I exhale down, I'm not letting my elbows drift, okay? I'm not letting them come back, I'm not letting them come forward, I'm keeping them in one spot, and I'm exhaling down, and I'm inhaling back up, and they're the point of rotation, like they're pivoting right here on my ribs. Now when you come up to the top of the tricep movement, you want to get about a 90-degree angle right here and maybe go a little bit past that. If you start getting way up here, that's when the elbows are going to drift and you're going to lose focus on isolating this muscle. Okay, so I'll step inside here. Again, I want to measure out about a shoulder width grip, come down. I got the bar in my palms, I don't want it resting in my fingers. I'm exhaling down, point of rotation, and inhaling up. Keep my chin up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. You'll really feel the squeeze at the bottom of this movement. And it's important when you do this, it's really important that you control it and you don't hunch over. Keep your posture nice and straight and keep that chin up. If you start hunching over, that's when you start losing form and bringing in your back muscles. Okay, so let's move to the second one, which is a lying dumbbell extension, or what we call skull crushers. Now, I'm a big fan of doing these with a straight bar. The same philosophies apply that I just talked about with the push down. But all we have is dumbbells today. So you can do this with a straight bar, an easy curl bar, or dumbbells. And you simply lie back, get nice and stable. I prefer to get my feet up on the bench. You can put them down if you want to. And then all we're going to do is we're going to bring these 2 dumbbells together. We're going to go straight up in the air. And again, my elbow is the point of rotation, and that's why we call it the skull crusher. You're going to bend at the elbows, exhale up, and inhale down. Exhale up, and inhale down. Now I'm keeping these dumbbells together. Now if I want a little bit better range of motion, I can bring them apart separately and go a little bit deeper and exhale up, and that's going to be a little bit more effective. Inhale down, and exhale up. Now, put them on my knees right here, back up again, set them down. Now I can do the same thing with a straight bar. So if we're pretending like this was a straight bar, it would be the same exact thing. We come down like this, to the head, okay, pushing from those palms, and that elbow is the point of rotation. Remember, don't let that elbow move around on you. Keep them in nice and tight, about shoulder width, and exhale up. And when you come down to the bottom of this motion, don't let those elbows kick out on you. Keep them in nice and tight, and exhale up, back down to my knees, bam. That's an introduction to another one of my favorite ones. Besides the overhead dumbbell extension, this is definitely my favorite tricep exercise. The last one is a good isolation movement. It's a dumbbell kickback. And the same philosophy is going to apply. So we're simply going to, we want to make sure that when we do this, we don't put a lot of pressure on our back. So it's important that as we bend over, we put some bend in those knees at the same exact time. You don't want to stand up straight, bend over and try this movement. You can damage your back. So get a nice little bend in those knees, those elbows up nice and tight to your side. Again, it's like a pendulum. They're the point of rotation. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. That is an introduction to the cable push downs for triceps, skull crushers, or what we call tricep extensions, lying on our back, and dumbbell kickbacks.